It's the third day of Advent. How will you celebrate with your children? Are you using an Advent calendar at home? Maybe you're following along in these videos. I sure hope you are, because I'm giving you practical ways that you can teach your children why we celebrate Christmas. And you can remind them about this every day of Advent when we anticipate the coming of Jesus until we celebrate his birth on December 25th. My name is Elaine Pendergrass. I specialize in education and children's ministry, and I really love to equip parents to raise their children in faith. So let's talk about a way you can use the nativity set to celebrate Christmas and celebrate Advent with your children. We talked about the importance of setting up the nativity scene and how your children can help with that and play with the pieces and talk about the stories, the birth narratives that are in the Bible while you do that. Another thing you can do with children that they love to do, even if there's no nativity scene involved, is called hide and seek. Littles all the way to big kids, sometimes even adults, love to play hide and seek. Many of us have memories of being children playing hide and seek ourselves. And I know little kids that love to be found in houses when they hide. There are even pets that like to play hide and seek. So let's do hide and seek, but let's do it a little bit of a different way. So today I brought my nativity set that is on a cookie sheet. This is a magnetic one that you can always put on a refrigerator. You can put it on a cookie sheet, something else metal. And this is how you play. You're going to take a piece away from the nativity set. You're going to ask your child to count, and then when they open their eyes, after they've counted to whatever number is appropriate for their age, they are going to tell you what piece is missing. So let's practice. All right, close your eyes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Open your eyes. Okay, let's look who's missing, who's there. I see Joseph, Mary's husband, and the father of Jesus. I see Mary, the earthly father of Jesus. I see Mary, that was Jesus's earthly mama, who he was in her belly. I see a cow and a sheep. I don't know if those words were listed in the story, but they were in a place where animals probably were. So there might have been sheep or cows. There were shepherds in the story, so likely there were sheep. Oh, I see an angel. The angel, remember, told the shepherds the good news of Jesus' birth. Who is missing? You would ask your child to figure it out. Hopefully they would key in and they'd say, baby Jesus. And then when they say baby Jesus is missing, you return baby Jesus. You return baby Jesus to his rightful place on the cookie sheet or the refrigerator, and then let them have a turn. And you can say, why is it important? Why baby Jesus is missing? If baby Jesus is missing, it changes the whole story, because the birthday boy is missing. Can you imagine if you had a birthday and everybody came to the party, but nobody paid attention to you? They didn't give you presents. They didn't sing happy birthday to you. They didn't even eat cake. They didn't let you blow out the candles. They ate the cake instead of you blowing out candles and eating cake. Wouldn't that be sad? And that resonates with them. Well, sometimes that's what we do at Christmas. We forget about baby Jesus, and it's all about, what presents do I want? What party am I going to? And what am I going to wear? And that is not how it's supposed to be. That would be sad, right? We celebrate Christmas because it's the birth of Jesus, so don't leave him out. You can also do this with nativity scenes around the house. You can hide a piece. You can hide all the pieces, bring them back, whatever you choose to do based on what kind of pieces they are, if they're fragile or not, the age of your children, what your rules are in your home. But whatever rules you set up, the point is, something's missing. You're going to bring it back, figure out why it was missing based on the birth narratives. This is a good chance to talk about what's really in the story and what's not in the story too. Not that it changes the meaning of the story so much if Mary is not riding on a donkey. And yet, the birth narratives do not tell us that Mary rode on a donkey. Unfortunately, we've seen so many Christmas pageants, Christmas plays, Christmas movies, Christmas nativity scenes, Christmas live nativity scenes, and all of those things that we have a picture in our minds oftentimes. We oftentimes have a picture in our mind that is not accurate to the story of the Bible. And although it really doesn't matter a whole lot, it doesn't really change the meaning whether or not Mary rode on a donkey, it's not in the text. And that's a good lesson for us as Christians, as Christian parents. We want to tell our kids the truth. We want to show them the truth of what the Bible says. And so if you show them what it says in the Bible and it doesn't talk about sheep, and they see a sheep in there and they ask you, well, there's no sheep in the story, it's okay to say, you're right. There's no sheep in the story. There were shepherds, and shepherds do take care of sheep because there might have been sheep. But all those kinds of things, to pay attention to that. The point of that is not to change it, make it not exciting and not magical and all the kind of things. It's fun to think about animals who might have been there, and there's some great stories that are fun to read about the animals who were there, and that's fantastic. The point is, though, that baby Jesus was born. And the other point is we want to make sure that we're teaching our children truth and teaching them what the Bible stories say about that. So look in Matthew, beginning of Matthew, look in beginning of Luke. You might have your world shattered on certain things because you're like, oh, but you know what? It's okay. We're all learning together. We're all growing together. And the most important thing is that Jesus was born and we're going to celebrate his birth. So have fun playing hide and seek on this Advent day 3.